Hi there, my name is Dr. Vince Marcel, and I'm here to share a program that we use with our patients using an antioxidant mineral-rich drink called Via Viente. We'll be showing how Via Viente works inside the body. 1, to support wellness, and 2, to increase energy.
The Darkfield process is an established and respected blood testing method for observing and analyzing health markers. Darkfield has been used to study infectious diseases, cancer, oxidative stress, blood platelet clotting, and other health issues. The Darkfield process is embraced by medical and scientific research institutes including Harvard Medical School, Johns Hopkins University, Mass General Hospital, Brigham Young University, and the Cleveland Clinic.
European medical and naturopathic physicians have used Darkfield for years, and the U.S. Food and Drug Administration referenced Darkfield in its published documentation. Via Viente was developed from an antioxidant-rich diet and mineral-rich water that allows people living high in the Andes Mountains to live well beyond 100 years of age with no age-related illnesses. Antioxidants neutralize oxidation and free radical damage to the cells. Oxidation is much like rusting. Antioxidants prevent this damage from occurring in the body. Medical researchers and many doctors tell us that inflammation may be the beginning point of many of the diseases of aging. They also tell us that antioxidants like those contained in Via Viente have a natural anti-inflammatory benefit without any side effects. With Darkfield microscopy, we can show how Via Viente supports your vitality. To measure the broad-spectrum antioxidant protection of Via Viente, we will examine the changes that occur in the body after drinking 2 ounces of Via. We have chosen 50 people who have never taken Via Viente and have no serious illnesses or diseases. We will look at their blood under a powerful Darkfield microscope before and after drinking Via Viente to see how this antioxidant-rich product helps combat oxidative stress.
In the blood sample, we'll be looking for the shape and the consistency of the red blood cells and the activity of the white blood cells. We'll also be looking at protein linkage and the harmful target cells. These are good, concentric, consistent red blood cells. The target cells have this shininess in the center, the beginning developing stages of bacteria. Here's a cell that's been eaten up by bacteria with little spikes around it. This bacteria can only grow in an acid environment. So this sample is showing that there's an acid environment that exists in order for these target cells to exist. If a person is dehydrated, a lack of water will allow these blood cells to be close together like this. You see here this egg-shaped one, or 8, or the one that's teardropped here. This is protein linkage. The right amount of protein is not in these 2 cells, and they've linked together, attempting to find the right amount. Here's another one over here. Again, here's a white blood cell encapsulating some debris, trying to keep around it. Because what happens is the white blood cell encapsulates it, then the white blood cell is taken through the blood system to the organs and then dropped off in the organs, and the organs filter the product out. If you look at this sample now, you'll see that most of the target cells have disappeared. There are no target cells in here. The blood cells are reducing down to their basic form again, nice and round, clear. They have activity. The pH has been changed. It's gone more on the alkali side, which has allowed the magnetic differences to take place that they're supposed to be. The cells now are moving through the body and transferring nutrients, oxygen, and doing their job. The benefits you derive are a better functioning immune system, improved vitality and energy, a reduction in oxidative stress, all flowing from a healthier blood cell.
Via Viente is made from whole fruits to create a proven broad-spectrum antioxidant product. Via Viente also contains an ideal balance of minerals to support and increase energy. Via Viente was the first product to receive a coveted Brunswick Laboratory certified ORAC seal for antioxidant quality assurance. The lab testing you just witnessed shows Via Viente impacts you at the cellular level in your bloodstream to contribute to your vitality. Via Viente provides your body with immediate protection that increases when you take it on a consistent daily basis.
I first met Craig Keeland in 1991 when he came to Albion Laboratories. I had recently joined Dr. Ashmead, the founder of Albion Labs, as Albion's nutritional products formulator. Craig had a dream to create an all-natural, mineral and antioxidant-rich drink that would allow us to live in a state of youthfulness. Craig had sought out Dr. Harvey Ashmead, who was well known as the father of patented chelated minerals. Craig had done extensive research seeking out the leading scientists in anti-aging, including Dr. Linus Pauling and Dr. Richard Cutler. Dr. Cutler led the antioxidant studies at the National Institute of Aging. Through his research, Craig had learned that minerals were one of the essential keys to energy and wellness. Because of my own background as a nutritional formulator, Craig was also intent on meeting me. His trip to Albion Labs allowed him to make contact with both Dr. Ashmead and me at the same time. Dr. Ashmead and I felt a strong connection with Craig. We fully understood and embraced Craig's dream of wanting a liquid, whole food product that supports the body's healing mechanisms and boosts energy levels. We were convinced that inflammation preceded or came before many diseases, including cancer, heart disease, diabetes, stroke, and Alzheimer's. By the year 2004, medical researchers began studying inflammation and its connection to disease. Time magazine broke the news in a cover story published in February 2004. Dr. Ashmead shared some vital research with Craig that had been given to him 10 years earlier by Dr. Morton Walker. Dr. Walker was a medical journalist whose career focus had been researching and writing about developments in the field of nutrition. One of the pinnacles of Dr. Walker's career was his in-depth study of the Vilcabambans who lived high in the Andes Mountains of Ecuador. Dr. Walker had read about the Vilcabambans in National Geographic in the January 1973 cover story on people living beyond 100 years of age. Dr. Alexander Leaf of the Harvard Medical School wrote that article after traveling to several remote parts of the world where he studied people who lived beyond 100 years of age. In Vilcabamba, Dr. Leaf found a substantial population to verify the percentage of people over 100 years of age. Other geographical areas that he studied did not have large enough populations to verify a meaningful statistical percentage. Dr. Leaf found 1 in 64 Vilcabambans over 100 years of age. Compare that to 1 in 100,000 in the modern world at that time. He also found that these people lived free from many of the health issues and concerns that are so common in old age. Dr. Walker traveled to Vilcabamba in the early 1980s to study the Vilcabambans for himself. He spent more than 90 days in the region. He theorized that the villagers' drinking water was the secret to their long lifespans and vibrant health. To test his theory, Dr. Walker took hair samples and drinking water samples and had them analyzed by Dr. Gary Gordon at Mineral Lab in Hayward, California. The lab analysis confirmed that the minerals in the villagers' drinking water were being fully absorbed by the villagers because these minerals were present in their hair samples. Dr. Gordon told Dr. Walker that the unique profile of the minerals in the Vilcabambans' drinking water was the perfect balance of minerals to support optimum human health and energy. Dr. Walker wrote his findings in his book, Secrets to a Long and Youthful Life. He had given Dr. Ashmead a copy of the manuscript. When Dr. Ashmead gave a copy of this manuscript to Craig to read, Craig was astounded and vowed to travel to Vilcabamba himself. When Craig traveled to Vilcabamba, he collected a sample of mineral water from the area to have analyzed, which he brought back to Albion Labs. Dr. Ashmead and I analyzed the water and confirmed Dr. Gordon's findings that the Vilcabambans' mineral drinking water contained a unique mineral profile found nowhere else in the world. Craig challenged me to lead the team to create a liquid that contained a full range of minerals and antioxidants that would support optimal health and energy so all of us could have the same level of health and wellness that the Vilcabambans experience. We assembled a team of world-class scientists and researchers in the anti-aging arena to formulate an all-natural, high antioxidant drink that would allow all of us to live in a state of youthfulness. What I didn't know at the time was that Craig's vision of creating a good-tasting, natural whole food drink would take us 12 years to accomplish. Nobody had successfully created such an energizing and healing support drink before. There were energizing drinks out there, and there were drinks that promote health and wellness, but there was nothing that did both. In 1991, we all accepted that as we get older, the body starts to slow down, and our parts often don't work as well as they once did. Inflammation in our joints and aches and pains seem to be the common thread among all of us as we get older. Most of the time, inflammation is a lifesaver that allows our bodies to fight off disease-causing bacteria and viruses. Today, inflammation has become one of the most promising areas of medical research. Nearly every week, another study uncovers a new way that chronic inflammation harms the body. Chronic inflammation may in fact be the engine that drives many of the most feared illnesses of aging. Craig essentially wanted to slow down the aging process. To make his energizing and healing support drink a reality, we had to overcome some obstacles. We had to develop some analytical methods that would measure what was in the Vilcabambans' food and drinking water that made these people so healthy. We realized that the Vilcabamba mineral water had an ideal balance of minerals that the body needs to produce the enzymes that create energy. That's what gives the Vilcabambans their energy to be so active throughout their lives. We first took that mineral essence, made it into a powder, and put it into a capsule. Later, new technologies allowed us to create the mineral essence in a liquid form, and that is the base of the natural whole food puree Via Viente. Along the way, we also discovered that the Vilcabambans' food source is the source of their longevity and health. The antioxidants in their fruits and roots help their bodies neutralize oxidation and free radical damage to their cells. It's because of the high content of antioxidants in the Vilcabambans' food that we saw none of the age-related health and lifestyle issues that are all too common among older Americans. On my first trip to Vilcabamba, I saw the fruits and water with my own eyes. In the Ecuadorian rainforest, I saw the whole fruits and herbs growing wild. I saw the water that came through the Andes that literally is processed by the earth. As rain falls, it's absorbed by the volcanic soils that are rich in minerals. It percolates there and then turns it into the pristine Vilcabamban mineral-rich waters. Until 1997, there was no way to accurately measure the strength of the antioxidants in the Vilcabambans' food source. Dr. Richard Cutler, who was a leading researcher on antioxidants at the National Institute of Aging, created the ORAC system of measurement to accurately measure antioxidant power. ORAC tests are the very best science available today for measuring the antioxidant power of natural products against oxidation and free radicals found in our bodies. Dr. Cutler has been an integral part of the Via Viente team since the beginning of our quest to develop this product. His ORAC system of measuring antioxidant value is now the accepted global standard and is used by the U.S. Department of Agriculture to measure the antioxidant capacity of consumer foods. When we measured the ORAC value of the Vilcabambans' fruits and roots, we discovered that they rated an extraordinarily high antioxidant value. Craig and our scientific team decided that these fruits and roots had to be included in the product that we were developing. In early 2003, our team was successful in formulating a product that met the standards that Craig had set out for us. In July of 2003, the first bottle of Via Viente was shipped from our warehouse. Unlike most purees, Via Viente is made up of whole fruits that contain the highest concentrations of naturally occurring antioxidants and trace minerals. Additionally, Via Viente also contains a metabolically balanced, energizing mineral water from Vilcabamba. In Vilcabamba, it rains twice a day. The rainfall collects in pools on tops of the mountains where it absorbs minerals from vegetation. As the pools of mineral water overflow, water is absorbed by volcanic rock. This mineral water is collected from a 250-foot deep well that has been drilled into limestone. This water is regularly tested and rates at pristine levels of purity. The water bottling plant in Vilcabamba is maintained to pharmaceutical cleanroom standards. The energizing power of Via Viente is built into the metabolically balanced mineral profile of the Vilcabamba mineral water. This balance of bioavailable minerals helps your body function at the peak of efficiency. The power of Via Viente to support the body's healing functions comes primarily from the antioxidants found in the seeds and skins of its fruit and plant purees. Scientists are finding that antioxidants play a role in reducing inflammation. There is no other healing support and energizing whole food puree out there. Some may be healing, some may be energizing, some may taste good, and some may be whole food, but no single product has all of these characteristics except Via Viente. To ensure its highest level of efficacy, quality, and consistency, Via Viente is manufactured in a pharmaceutical-grade environment. Pharmaceutical-grade manufacturing ensures that medicines are at the highest purity for our health and safety. Via Viente feels so strongly about the purity and quality of its product that it is manufactured in a pharmaceutical-grade environment just like medicine. Via Viente users report that they are experiencing better health and more energy. Via Viente is embraced by all ages, races, and genders, from the very young to the very old, unless you might have a fruit allergy, which is extremely rare. Physicians are using and recommending Via Viente to their patients as a natural antioxidant. They are finding that Via Viente is a natural adjunct and has no side effects, only side benefits. In my own life, I've had long-term chronic health challenges. In fact, that's one of the reasons that I'm in the area of natural health and naturopathic medicine. Because of my own health issues, many doctors have told me that they don't have anything they can offer to help me. I build my energy and strength and immunity by drinking Via Viente every day. I enjoy drinking Via Viente daily because it's easy to take and it tastes good. I'm at the point where I have pill fatigue and I just don't want to swallow any more supplement pills. As a result of having a good tasting, quality product that I can depend on every day, Via Viente really does make a difference in my life. 1 ounce of Via Viente has the antioxidant equivalent of 5 servings of fruits and vegetables. I really think Via Viente shines from the standpoint that it is both energizing and supports healing. Many of us have experienced the healing properties of Via Viente ourselves, and we've heard the testimonials.